Alright, so just a quick update. I'm gonna do this. He has given me the stuff trying to claim that his brother buried it under this bridge. So there we go. So he fell from the building, and now we're just going to kind of play nice for a minute. So he has given me back all of these items, and these are almost like exactly half. They're all 13s. It's 13s and 16s. It's exactly what I just had. That was completely missing. So he almost did the right thing. So unfortunately, I can't have that. He's still trying to hide it. He's still trying to be a complete jerk and hide. I don't think his brother did any of this. I'm willing to bet everything I know about the server that he didn't just magically stumble upon that. So I'm just going to get his attention. Just let him know. Even though I forgot a couple of things, which I did forget. I've got, oh, where'd he go? I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. Okay, so I have well, for starters, I've got to get an emptier shulker box really quick. I want to dump out all of the stuff I can really quick, because this is actually making me a little bit nervous. I'm going to pull this off, but what I'm going to do oh, I guess I can put that away. And we're just going to keep the lapis out. We'll just hold on to this box. I'll take this. Where'd you go? Alright, so I don't know where he's going to pop back up. Yeah. He didn't leave, right? No, he didn't leave. Oh, there he is. Okay, so I'm kind of like I didn't see him. Okay, so he says he's down at his home. Good deal. Alright, so it's time to we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it, take the elytra, and hope for the best. So what's basically happening here is I want to ask him really quick. I'm not asking if you put that white concrete, because I know for a fact that Hunter's was looted, and that one thing was full of white concrete. So, if it's a yes, that's basically the end of him, because I know for a fact that that white concrete came from Hunter Trolls. So, I think what we do is we do that, wait for the answer. He did that last night. Cool. Rip half my ores. Yeah, that's probably because they're under your floor. And you are a thief, a liar, and a cheater, and you cannot be dealt with. So, there we go. Yeah, I fucking used you because you fucking suck, man. You just freaking killed my freaking server, man. Of course I used you. You destroyed, well, everything. You just turned into a complete douche. So, now I've got all this stuff back. So, with the sword. Yep, with the sword. I did. I did it with a sword. It wasn't me. It was my brother. I mean, I have to think that... Come on, man. Really? So, now we're just waiting for him to come back, because I really want him to think about the way that he plays Minecraft from now on. Because that's just absolutely unacceptable. Alright, so he's home. I'm not even going to say anything, I'm just going to do it. So what he doesn't know is, those were tests. Those were all tests. Now the moment of truth. Does he have anything to say for himself? Boom. Banned. he was gonna go destroy my stuff, so he's gone. Gone. Okay, so I just sent him a few messages. He thinks that was a little toxic. I think it was well worth it. Because now he's kind of owning that he did it, even though he said over and over and over again he did not. Well, that was a lie. So, when I knew that he placed this concrete down and he said that he did, that was the last straw, because that white concrete came out of Hunter Troll's house, out of his bank vault. So, that pretty much gave it away. I mean, no questions asked. I mean, it's when I come at you and say, hey, there's a bunch of things missing, I think that you might have stolen them. I don't know what to think because you fell out of the void, you lost all your stuff. I get it, it sucks, but, you know, that's not the right thing to do. So, when he finally came back on and said, oh, I found it all buried under here, like his brother got on and buried stuff under the bridge. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. So, as I started to play nice, and oh hey, I also forgot this, and he just happened. I was gonna give him a little bit, but he just happened to fall to his death. And I saw, well, I'll show you what I saw. When he fell to his death, he still had those blocks on him. I know for a fact those are not his. Those aren't. He could barely afford 16 diamonds last night. I know those aren't his. And what did he have to say for them himself? Yeah, he fell to his death, hit the ground too hard, I asked him about... Oh, nope, he fell to his death. Then he immediately owned it. I forgot about those. Yeah. That kind of was a telltale sign that, oh, he's giving me my stuff back. But not all of it. I wouldn't be surprised if in here the Totems of Undying, I would not be surprised in the slightest if I didn't get all of them back. Like, there's just things that are just gone now. But at least I got the beacons, I've got the blocks, I've got the shulkers, I've got the elytra now. I mean... I just don't get it. I just do not understand why people think that's okay. So he's done. He had his chance. He's out. There's no way in hell I'm dealing with the people stealing items. That's just a bunch of crap. So I mean, as you can see, he was trying to just work his way right back in and make it like nothing ever happened. But something happened. We can't have thieves on here. Not okay. So let's see if he replied back. Yep, he says, I said, well, I mean, come on. I mean, I said, what did he say? He said I was being toxic because I blew up his house. I said, well, it's figured just as much because you put down the concrete and those were stolen items. He told me to have fun. I said, those items were stolen, by the way. Please stop stealing in the future. It's bad. Okay. He said, then he replied, LOL, at least make me an example. Please no, Mr. Mackey. I said, well, I mean, come on. Someone stole. Why would you keep playing that lie? I'm running a server, not a babysitter service. He said, yeah, I figured, but seriously, have fun. Your realm's a cool place with chill people. Maybe a bad time to say that. I'm just gonna say, I think so. And they don't like to be robbed or ripped off. I mean, you still had, what was it, 13 or 16? Let's check. He had like 13. Yeah, he had 13 diamond blocks on him. And last night you couldn't even get 16 diamonds for elytra. So there you go. And he said at least you were a good sport about it. So he said at least, so I said, I think so. So he said, I run a pretty chill server. So he says, maybe a bad time to say that. So I said, I think so. And they also don't like being ripped off. He says, at least you were a good sport about it. So then I said, I mean, you still had 13 diamond blocks, and last night you couldn't afford to even get 16 diamonds for Elytra. So there you go. He said anyone else would have flipped out, but you got caught. Really, dude? You could have just, you could have been in. Now you're banned. Was it worth it? He's just a troll. He says, bro, it's just a game, but you gotta take stuff more lightly. Um, well, I would take things more lightly, but when you pour your heart and soul into something, it's kind of hard to take things lightly when all your stuff is gone. Um, so he says it's just a game. I should take it more lightly. And I just told him, when this is what you do for fun and relax, why would I want to stress over my builds and items gone missing? He sees where I'm coming from. Not that he's being toxic or heartless. So now he's finally saying, I understand where you're coming from with that. Sadly enough. So he says, I understand where you're coming from with that, sadly enough. So I just told him, okay, you saw how much went into this, talking about the realm. No cheats, no dupes or glitch. I placed every block. It takes a lot of time. Just saying, you could do better things and have more fun, I promise you. So then I guess he just says, yeah, I realized when I was doing all that, you guys were the only people nice on Xbox, but I was one thought trained. Well, So he says he's hard-headed like his father. He guesses. I told him it's a good lesson for me to learn. So I just told him, hey, I'm a father. I get it. I own a business. It's hard doing work. All I want to do is just come home, chill on Minecraft, not deal with this kind of stuff. Maybe as you get older, you'll figure out that you shouldn't burn bridges. You had a ton of time to replace the items, but you didn't. So, yeah, just banned. So I just let him know. Well, now the only non-troll people on your Xbox list are now gone. And yes, I was happy to show his house being blown up, even though I have to fix it now. It was worth it not to have to worry about my server while I'm working. I'm going to be all philosophical here on for a minute. Maybe take something away from this, something good. Don't know your age, don't know where you're from, don't care, don't want to know any of those things. Maybe take something away from this and grow. And maybe more importantly in life, you'll figure something else out along the lines, because this was it's just not acceptable. So I'm gonna tell him to go have a nice talk with his imaginary brother. I'm at a complete loss of words.